Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome back to tonight's second half. Before we get into tonight's second half, a couple links I'd like to share with you all. As you know, I rely on Patreon, PayPal, and my merch to help the channel to continue to grow and go. The links to Patreon and PayPal are in the description below, my merch displayed directly under the video. Also, Dogman, Frightening Encounters, Volume 1 through 3, the audiobook versions. They were written and researched by Tom Lyons, narrated and produced by me, Jeff Nadolny. Those audiobooks are available on Audible, Amazon, and iTunes, the links to which are also in the description as well. And finally, last but definitely not least, if you'd really like to help support this channel to continue to grow and go, simply subscribe, click the like button, and please leave a comment. It really does help, and guys, it definitely matters. Now, everyone, I have taken far too much of your time. Let's get on with tonight's second half, shall we? All right, guys. So for the last week, 6 days, I have been off. And, well, no, now it's, a week. I've been suffering from severe migraines because of the car accident. And my neck actually started to feel better. A little bit better yesterday. Feels a little bit better every day going forth. But this headache is ungodly. It has not let up. There are days that I'm recording and I'm trying to not keep my eyes open, which is so hard to do when you're trying to narrate something. I apologize because I feel like I've been off, and I'm sorry. You guys deserve so much better. I got an appointment tomorrow, and they're going to do a CAT scan to see if there's any damage. I don't know why they didn't do it the night of the accident. They did one of those C scans or whatever. I think that's the same as a CAT scan, but they only did it on my neck and upper back. But I don't know what's going on with the headaches, but they need to stop because I feel like I'm not giving you guys the justice you deserve. So thank you for all the support, and thank you for sticking by me. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so today we are going to look at a couple of videos, and I will share a terrifying experience with you. Once again, I am not going to say I feel like these videos are real. I'm leaving it up to you guys to be the decision maker on it. The first one is one that we've seen, one that really intrigues me. It looks like there's something coming out of the woods behind a moose, and it is rather creepy.
Oh man, it's very cool. Oh man, it's very cool.
The next video we are going to look at, like I said in the beginning, I am not sure if these are real or not. I have my own opinions, which I'm not going to share. I'm leaving the decision making up to you guys. It looks like this is a couple of kids at a woodshed or a fort. They hear something above them, and what appears to be a crawler or some sort of alien-like creature is on the roof. Either way, if it's real or not, it is 100% creepy. Here it is.
Go ahead. The heck is that? Oh, shoot, go! Shoot! Just get out of the house! Get out of the house! Just get back to the house! Just get back to the house! What was that? Jeez. The heck is that?
The next one I want to look at is very creepy. I'm on the fence on this one, and I will be for real about this. I know I said I was going to leave my opinions to myself, but I think this is possibly real. You've got a mom calling out to the kids. Like any moms, they record their kids sometimes. The little boy is looking at his sister and then looks over to the woods and sees some sort of creature in the wood line. The creature then disappears behind the tree. This is absolutely terrifying for me to see as a dad, and as a parent. You guys will feel the same way. I'm on the fence, but I'm leaning more towards this is a real sighting.
All right, guys, I think it's time to go in and get ready for a bath. Okay? All right, guys, I think it's time to go in and get ready for a bath. Okay?
Here's a terrifying encounter to break the videos apart a little bit. I'm 19, my boyfriend's 21. We just moved in with our best friend last month, who lives with his elderly mom in a 40-ish-year-old suburban home that backs up to a largely dense and overgrown wooded area that stretches for miles. We had only one unexplained experience before moving in here, and our roommate, who's 27, is far from skeptical about encounters. He just chooses not to discuss what he sees out of fear that it may come back. Before we moved, my boyfriend and I would make the drive to visit our now roommate a few times a month when work wasn't in the way. We witnessed nothing weird or felt no energy until the last visit we made to him before we moved in. We were watching a movie in the upstairs guest room, which is now our bedroom, when I got up to use the bathroom. It was 1 or 2 in the morning at the time, and I was trying to be as quiet as possible. The bathroom upstairs has 2 doors. One separates the hallway from the sinks, and the other separates the sinks from the shower and toilet. I left the first door open, but shut and locked the second. As I was about to get up, the second door swung open on me full force and hit me in the knee. It was so hard I thought one of the guys had walked in on me, so I yelled, "Hey, someone's in here!" And when I looked up, there was no one there. A little freaked out, I walked back to the room and told my boyfriend and our friend about it, and they both said they did not walk in on me whatsoever. My now roommate made a joke saying it must be the land messing with you. I didn't think it was too funny, so I asked what he meant about it. That's when he told me that there are rumors that the property around the house used to be a disturbed Native American burial ground. I kind of forgot about everything and chalked it up to me being tired, which brings us to the current set of events. What I'm about to say has been happening for about a week or 2 since we moved. It started with my roommate standing outside smoking a cigarette when he got home from work, and spotting someone or something moving across from the house. He immediately ran upstairs and grabbed his SKS and asked one of us to accompany him to see what it was. My boyfriend told me to stay put and they would be back. 20 minutes after they left, I heard scratching on the screen. The open window, which we were on the second floor, I thought nothing of it until I heard the guys run up the stairs into the room, struggling to catch their breath. They looked absolutely terrified and, quite frankly, scared me as well. My roommate started saying when he went outside, after he got home, he saw one of his buddies walk across the street from our house. He thought this was strange because this particular friend lives in Ohio and we're located 9 hours away. My roommate called his friend's name out, thinking it might be him, and when he got no response, he let it go, thinking he was seeing things, until he saw this person move into the trees and shrubbery around it and violently shake it for a few minutes. He came in scared because he wanted to make sure this person was okay, but when my boyfriend and him went back outside, they noticed this person was gone and the shrubbery stopped shaking. They said it was as if they were not alone, though, because they kept hearing things like branches and twigs break in the distance. Still scared, they ran back to the house before anything else happened. This is when I told them about the scratching I heard. They pulled up the blinds on the window to reveal 3 scratch marks on the screen. That night, we all slept in the same room. For the next few nights, all of us heard nothing but bird noises right next to the window and something hitting the slider every night at around 1:45. And almost importantly, since my roommate saw the strange person, I felt uneasy being in the home alone. I usually do fine until I have to use the bathroom or take a shower. 4 days after the aforementioned incident, I went to take a shower at around 9 p.m. and felt uneasy the whole time, sort of like someone was watching my every move. I only felt this way in the part of the bathroom with the toilet and shower that has the window facing the wooded area of the backyard. I felt so uneasy. I did what I had to do and got out and told myself I would not go back to the bathroom for the rest of the night. I had a hard time sleeping that whole night and was wide awake. At 3 or so in the morning, I went to use the bathroom, and the whole time I was there, I was hearing this weird bird sound. It sounded like a hawk or a crow being choked. At first, the sound was distant, so I wasn't so worried about it. But the longer I was in the bathroom, the closer and closer the sound got to the house. It was almost as if this bird was right in my ear. At this point, I felt very uneasy and decided to leave. As soon as I got up and flushed the toilet and was about to turn the light off, I turned around and saw this figure in the window. It did not at all look human, and it genuinely scared me. It's very hard to explain exactly what it looked like, but I remember distinctly that it was just barely recognizable face with a claw that almost looked like an eagle scratching against the bathroom window. I freaked out and ran down the hall to my room, leaving all the lights on. I told my boyfriend what I saw, and he seemed to turn almost white. We waited an hour before investigating and turning the lights off. The next morning, I told my roommate what I saw, and he and my boyfriend decided to check out the woods behind the house. They were gone for 2 hours before returning. They didn't say a word to me about anything and just went upstairs, showered, and sat in silence. I was finally able to get something out of my boyfriend, and he said what they saw out there was not human and genuinely scared him to death. He said they walked so far back into the woods that they found a clearing of nothingness, no sounds, no animal life, no trees, nothing. Feeling uneasy, they decided to start walking back when they heard a shriek come from the woods ahead of them. My boyfriend said it sounded inhuman, and they bolted back the way they came. Both of them were and still are very shaken about this whole event and will not talk about anything else other than the shriek. Since that day, we have had nothing but strange occurrences happening around the house and in the house. Today, I even had the same door hit me like it did before we moved in, and it wasn't even dark yet. I don't know what's going on. My boyfriend and roommate are dead set that it's some sort of black magic shapeshifter. I've not done a whole lot of research on this, so I have no idea what we are dealing with. Alright guys, next set of videos is 2 cryptids. I'm not sure what to make of these. The last one is very creepy, especially the movements. So, like I said, you be the judge. This next video is what appears to be a creature in the dark. And when these people shine their flashlight at it, you can see it not very clearly. From the reaction, it appears that the people are terrified. If you guys can see clearer, better, or more clearly than I can, and make it out better, please let me know what you think. My kind of assumption is that it's some sort of crawler that just stood up quickly. And this final video, I've shared a couple different times, and I am on the fence still on this. To me, I see CGI, but then the more I look at it, I see Dogman. I really just, gosh, I really want more of your guys' feedback on this one, I guess. A large part of me wants to say that it's real. But then I'm kind of left in limbo, you know? So, I don't know. But I'd like to hear what you guys think of this video. Alright guys, I am not sure how I feel about that last video. Like I said, I don't like giving you guys my opinions on videos, so I'm not going to. But once again, it's up to you guys to decide. The few videos that really have captured, I guess, my thoughts and views of being real would be the one from Kirk, and the one from my subscriber that lives down by the Catskills, and also Blue, Dark Waters' friend. Well, my friend as well, Shy. And those three are just really, Kirk Stokes is just amazing though. But you know, Blue's, or Shy, his is, I mean, undeniable, because it was on a live feed from Facebook. How do you make something like that up? So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's second half as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you. Once again, I apologize for being off. I really am trying to take it easy, trying to do better things. Prayer, just a little bit of PT on my own at the house. Hopefully soon. So thanks guys, and may the Great Spirit be with us all. May He guide us down that path that we call life.